Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
Black Heart, the Hustle Continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.
What on earth is happening in Parliament? What is wrong with our politicians?
Please leave the house. Please leave the house. Honorable Shekwambana, please leave the house. Sergeant at Arms, I request the security to come and usher out.
But what have I done? I didn't say anything that I wanted to.
We still left with two. Sergeant at Arms, please help Honorable Shekwambana out of the house.
Then we can all go. Sharon, let's all go.
On a point of order,
I have made a
Chairperson.
ruling, Honorable Shekwambana, please leave the house.
But we must stay. I stay with you, Chess. Chess, we will stay with you. Like I was thinking, we can't all go.
Honorable members, shall we continue with the business of the day?
Still don't know.
Uh,
I still don't know what happened.
Honorable Shekwambana. Honorable Shekwambana, you seem not to be cooperating with me, so I have no alternative but to call the security to remove you. Honorable Shekwambana, I still persuade you to leave the house, or else I'll call the security to do so for you, to help you out.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imali and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we go to Parliament, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for everyone who has tuned in, clicking the subscribe button. I'm very impressed with the numbers that are building up. So we are, I think, now like 1,300 away from the 10,000 subscribers that we want to reach. So everywhere in Africa, wherever you are watching your boy from, please click the subscribe button. This is a Pan-Africanist channel for all your Pan-Africanist needs. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I just want to speak quickly about the performance assessment that is that Cyril Ramaphosa decided that he does not want the performance assessment of the parliament workers to be a public knowledge. Yeah, so all of us, we are working wherever we are working. For some of us, we are working for the state. I'm working for the state. Okay, I'm working. I get paid by the taxpayers' money, so to say. So I don't see why, if I'm working for the state, my performance at work should not be made public. I don't see why. In fact, it was Cyril Ramaphosa himself that came taking over from the faction of Jacob Zuma, who said he's going to start changing things in Parliament. And one of the things that he's going to change is that performance agreement must be made public. It's Cyril Ramaphosa who said that. Let's just quickly listen to the analyst speaking about this issue of performance, and I'll come back for my commentary.
Let's delve deeper into our question then. Tonight, the Democratic Alliance is saying it will start processes which might include court action to force the president to make the performance assessments of cabinet ministers public. Now, this as reports emerged that these will not be made public to avoid information being used against them. And you'd remember in the past, around 2020, the president pledging that the performance agreements would be made public to ensure accountability and transparency. So how are the assessments going then in that particular regard? Let's speak to Sandile Swana, who's a political and a governance analyst and joins us tonight. Mr. Swana, thank you so much for your time. These won't be made public, so they aren't used as a political tool to make colleagues possibly look bad. Your reaction?
Thank you, Bongwe, and your viewers. The decision by the cabinet and the president not to make the assessment reports available to the general public and to the members of parliament is a mistake. It undermines our democracy. Those should be made public because those people are doing a job that is mandated by us, the residents of South Africa, and more specifically the citizens who vote them into power. They must report to us in full.
And some argue that this is an employer-employee relationship, but it's done in public, though.
No, the issue of employer and employee relationship is irrelevant to this topic. The tasks that the cabinet performs is a task that otherwise you and I as citizens would have been doing it ourselves. But for the sake of efficiency, we elect people who must do it on our behalf, and we put representatives, which is the members of parliament, who must make sure that on a day-to-day basis, our interests as the public are looked into. So the relationship here is that of a representative who is elected by us. So it is nothing to do with an employer-employee relationship. That is a mistaken.
And there's something else that really I thought about when this emerged, to say that this information must not be used against them. And the president saying that he doesn't want to just basically make it public for the opposition to then use this information as a political tool. But does this signal that they aren't as good as they were supposed to have been since the time we saw those agreements in public? Because it does look like he may not be confident in what is contained in there.
Yes, the poor performance of the cabinet ministers of the ANC at this point in time is well known. As an example, we already know that our children at standard 2 or grade 4 cannot read for meaning, which means the Minister of Education and the department have been underperforming for a long time, and for all practical purposes, Bantu education has remained in place. Maths teachers do not understand maths, they are not up to standard. So there are many, for instance, in the water sector, there's a Blue Drop report that has come out that shows clearly that we have backslidden. So we know that poor performance of the various cabinet ministers and the president himself is self-evident. There is no doubt about it.
And I suppose then, when you listen to someone...
But the on a point of order. On a point of order, Chair.
ICT, I have long requested you to remove Honorable Mautwe on the platform. I've long done that. I'm surprised that she's still here.
Chair, what have I
doing
done?
the same thing. Okay. Just hold on, friend. I'm very surprised. I have long said she must be removed. Honorable person.
Chair, on what basis are you removing my member?
The shouting that was taking place on the
Was shouting, even the ANC was shouting. Even
I
Minister.
have made a ruling on that. If you're not happy with that, I have made a ruling on that.
You make unfair rulings.
I am done with that.
That's why you make rules. You make rules.
I am done with that, honorable person. Could you please sit down? Could you please take your seat? Could you please take your seat? Honorable members, I'm not going to entertain that. I have made a ruling. I am not going to entertain you. Otherwise, I'll have to recuse you from the House. I am not going to take it. Please lower your hands.
Please, Chair.
No.
Please, Chair.
We are going to continue.
Are you able to make a mistake? Is it
Honorable
conceivable
members,
that you can make a
Honorable
mistake?
Manye, you cannot speak when you are not recognized, Chief. Please stop what you are doing. I said I'm not going to entertain
Chairperson-
this.
Oh, Chairperson, this is very out of order. You can just move
Honorable
on out
members,
of the house.
Could you please, honorable members, could you please leave the House? Pardon?
Please, Chair. Recognize
Honorable Sonte. Honorable Sonte.
you. I'm pleading you, Chair. Please recognize me.
Okay. Honorable Sonte.
Chair. Whoa.
It cannot be that politicians are afraid. I mean, if Cyril Ramaphosa comes out, and he did, to say, listen, we don't want to make performance agreements public because it's between the employer and the employee. Who's the employer? The state. And who's the employer? The employee, the state worker. So it's public funds that we're using. Why is it that the public protector is constantly scrutinized for the work that they are doing? The police are scrutinized. Everyone is scrutinized because their stats are made publicly. Their performances are made publicly. But when it comes to these people in parliament, we don't even know what some of these people are doing in parliament. We really don't know what some of these politicians are doing in parliament. It's crazy. So for me, for him to come out and say, excuse me as I'm trying to check out something here that is very important. So the ANC has got like 230 parliament members. The DA has got about 88. The EFF has got about 44. And then you've got the IFP with a very good number, 14. And then you've got the Freedom Plus. I'm quite surprised that they've got 10 people in parliament. And then you got the ACDP, 4 people, UDM still existing with only 2 people there, and NFP with 2 people, ATM. One of the parties I like, the African Transformation Movement. I like that party, and the Good Party with 2 people. Okay. Why is it that the president is afraid that the information of performance is going to be used against them? There's only one reason. Let's stop acting like children, because you are not performing. The parliamentary people, they are simply not performing. Just imagine 230 parliamentarians that the ANC has in parliament. You can't even name 10. You can't, because the rest are just warm bodies. They are busy in these committees doing a whole bunch of nothing. We don't hear them during debates. We just get shocked when they come out to vote for a notion against or a notion for something, and they just stand up and say, I vote yes. That's it. We don't hear anything about that member of parliament. We don't see them in the committees. We don't hear any contribution that they are doing. So meaning they are not doing any anyway, they are not performing. Understand? According to the assessment, it's funny that they do that. I'm tired of this drama in Parliament. You guys know that I don't have uh, DSTV, and I think for the next year's election, I think I'm going to have to purchase DSTV and a TV and everything. We're trying to move out from. For those who don't know, I try to. Um, deregister myself from mainstream media because of the level of rubbish that these people feed us on TV. It keeps us glued to the television, especially DSTV. The stories that they're playing, none of their stories that they are playing project the black family as strong. There's always rubbish being put on our screens, entertainment that has nothing with to do with economical development for Africans and all of that. So there was a time where I said, listen, I'm no longer going to subscribe to this thing. The rubbish of ENCA owned by Johan Rupert and all of this nonsense. I could like see I could see through the lies. I was like, man, this is rubbish, man. What type of nonsense is this? These people are reporting nonsense because YouTube actually saved my life in terms of selective content. I started selecting my content on YouTube, just like you have selected this channel. So when you select this channel, you'll see a lot of other political channels and pan-Africanist channels will start popping up because you have selected the content. Now, when you're watching TV, anything can just pop up and you're going to consume it. And consuming it in the spiritual realm, if I can go there, it affects you. Whether it's they're showing these people in this loop, this loop who are in Soweto. Let me say Soweto. This I can't say the word. In Soweto, who killed 7 people vigilantly. Guys, yo, where's my English today? Anyway, the community killed 7 people. I think 2 Zimbabweans and 5 South Africans, accusing them of crime. And those 2 Zimbabweans that were killed, apparently they were on their way to church and were falsely accused. Imagine. So now there is people that are arrested. I think 5 people, 5 community members are arrested. And I told you guys, don't involve yourself in such things. When the people were busy fighting the Somalis, Operation Dudula, fighting the Somalis and whatnot, I said, be careful what you do in front of the public eye, because someone might have a phone out, someone might see you. And then one of the public members identified, no, it was King. King was there. What does King do? Because I don't want to go to prison alone, I named the other community leaders that were there. The next thing is 5 of us in the dark. Where you know, this is murder. They burned the bodies of these 7 people. It's crazy. It's crazy. Going back to our topic, I feel like Parliament is a total joke. Is a total joke, and the EFF gets treated in a certain way, and other parties get treated in a certain way. You can have the EFF arguing about something, do something, and immediately they must be chased out. But you can have another political party doing the same thing. It's you know, and I'm not advocating for the EFF being destructive in Parliament. I will never be advocate for that nonsense. But I feel like sometimes they are treated unfairly in Parliament. It's just my observation of what is happening in Parliament. But I do feel like parliamentarians need to report to the public to say, listen, my key areas of performance is 1, 2, 3, and my performance is this year. I've reached these goals. I've not reached this goal. I've reached this goal. Whether that is going to be used against them in terms of political gain and political scoring points, it's no matter. We need to know: are you performing in Parliament or are you not performing? That's it. You know, so for me, I don't see why Cyril Ramaphosa have decided to seal the documents of performance assessment of the politicians. But you know, it's I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I just wish for change. excuse me, I just wish for change. Really, I'm wishing for change next year, whether it comes in the form of a red beret or a collusion government or I don't know. Um, I just wish for a change. I don't care, man. I don't care anymore. We can't continue the way we are continuing. Yo, guys. So I'm going to keep on feeding you guys with the news. It's very difficult to be a content creator. I'm tired at work, by the way. Taking leave now and then, body can't anymore, preparing for a fight, doing content. I'm shooting every day at about past 12. Now it's to 1. It's to 1. Still have to edit, still have to make sure that 7 o'clock when you guys wake up and are ready to go home, you consume some content from me. It's tiring. It's tiring. It's tiring. But we have to work. We have to work because if you don't do anything with your life, if you do the same thing, nothing will change. So this is me doing a different thing, and it's paying out every month. I can see there's progress. The viewership is growing. The comment section is buzzing. The subscribers is growing. So that's what is important because I told you guys we are going to go into a space where this channel is so big. On my email is buzzing like nobody's business. There's NGOs asking for donations. There's NGOs asking for partnership. There's overseas companies, contacting me. There's a lot of things, but we have to keep our head on our shoulders because some of these things make a lot of YouTubers lose track of what their channels is about. But fortunately for me, I'm a very wise young man, so I analyze and I allow God to order my steps before moving. I don't just move because of there's a buzz or anything like that. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If indeed you did enjoy the video, it's December right now. Hope you guys have saved some money. Don't be careless in terms of your spending habits and live below your means and everything. And let's make sure that we stay safe, guys. It's the beginning of December. I don't want to hear anything on the comment section of people passing away and things like that. Let's be careful on the roads. Let's not go get into argumentative situations because in the stats of the crime of South Africa, July to September says road rage. Oh, almost a tongue twister. My English is gone today. Has led to many deaths this year. So stop arguing with people and getting out of your car. You don't even know how to fight. Stop that nonsense. You don't even have a pistol with you. Stop that nonsense. Your family still needs you. Don't allow your temper to get the best of you. If your car is still alright, if everything is okay, if you are still safe, rather calm the hell down. No need to die in the streets for an argument of someone bumping your car here or someone skipping a robot and you actually no. I don't want that, guys. Don't want that. When you're going out and enjoying yourself, having some drinks, stay away from arguments. And when you see that you have had enough, go home. Go home. Some of you, alcohol is not good for you. Most of you, alcohol is not good for you. Just stop drinking. Just stop drinking. It's a big alcohol is the biggest trap for us African people. We abuse because African people don't know how to do things half. Whether it's church, we go in full. Whether it's sports, we go in full. Whether it's partying, we go in full. Whether it's drugs, we go in full. Because that's the nature of us. We want to excel and accelerate and do things more than others. We want to show our friends that we can drink more. We are people. Competition is in our nature as Africans. So that's why you see most of the things that we do them all out. Be it bad like crime or whatever. We need to change. We need to change. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up and go do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. Please, let it be peace in Pan-Africanism. Let's not go for our African brothers' throat. Let's fight for African unity. Let's fight for African love. One Africa, one language, one Africa, one army, one Africa, one currency. It's very important that we can have one Africa, one land. Until we meet next time, I love you guys and I salute you.
Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, leave your thoughts on the comment section and hit the like and subscribe button, and we will meet on the next one.